A Study Questions. My name is Quophi Okyeame. I'm always your host with the most. And then we have gathered here to do what is necessary, to do what you love, to do what you cannot wait for on a weekly basis. I am playing host to the ever beautiful, the headliner, the only known musician who organizes an event and all musicians attend. And of course, it's free of charge. The only person that was bold enough to actually turn on the switch for all these athons. She brought everybody's mind to it that you could actually challenge the Guinness World Records and make sure that you are getting the attention of one, your local space, of two, the world. Everybody calls her Afua Asantewaa Sing now, but that's not her real name, is it? Afua. So the real name will be
Afua Asantewaa Sing.
You see that beautiful, very, very beautiful, typical African name. I'm not going to go into tribe. So, and now your name has changed.
Yes.
Singathon is part of your name, and I see that you are proudly rocking it.
I didn't know I was going to get verified so quick. And so by the time I realized I had been verified and I wanted to know if I could change the name, they said no.
Oh.
So now I have to stick with that for
Afua Asantewaa Sing. Quite an interesting name.
Yeah.
How have you been? Life after the athon.
I've been good.
Yeah, I see you everywhere. Try to answer everybody. I'm like, sister. Poor man's people. You can't answer them all.
On social media?
On social media, on different platforms. I've seen you.
Oh yes.
Some of them questioning you.
Well, that was when the results came.
I know. That's what I'm making reference.
Yeah, they needed some clarification.
Okay. Yeah, I like the way you also have patience to answer everybody.
And so one kasa opsimua.
You mean you want it, and you took him to do that then. That's interesting. So what's happening live after the Guinness World Records attempt?
I'm back to work.
Okay.
I'm an event organizer.
Yeah.
Planner. Yeah, so I'm back to my routine. Although I have a few performances due to the Singathon, I have people reaching out to me. I'm not an artist, but maybe I can say how do I call it? Partial. Yeah, so some people invite me to do exactly the songs I did during the Singathon. So once in a while, I get events to attend.
And you intentionally try to recreate some of the moments for them. It's like something what you still do that?
Yes, I do.
Oh, really? That would be interesting.
Yes, I do. But that has global attention now.
Got a lot of tricks.
I didn't even know that particular one would be the hit.
I know.
When I saw it the first, I said, people are laughing at me.
Yeah.
Until I realized that, okay, but let me take the positive aspect of it. And I saw the global attention. Okay, maybe my focus was to promote Ghanaian music. Maybe God decided to use this one. Yes, I'm okay.
And at the point I saw you do it, and I'm like, this girl is smart. She knows exactly what she's doing.
I remember there was this lady in our vicinity. When you want to insult her, she insults herself.
Mimi Tison. Menaya and if you were doing it. Yes. They meant it for evil, but God meant it for good.
Yeah.
And it even expanded the trends and everything at that time.
Yeah.
And yeah. But how did you take it though when they didn't really give you the certification?
So before the attempt, we signed that, when I say we, my partner and I, and even the entire crew and the family, we signed ourselves that this attempt is 50-50 chance. So it's either you get it or not. But our focus was not to fall along the line, but to complete the number of days that we want to do. And God takes up the rest. If you are due, we'll give it to you.
But the pre-promo, kudos to your team. They did it well.
Yeah.
Because the popularity of everything you did, I think, was from even the pre.
Yeah.
People were expecting it to begin because they didn't understand it in the first place, but word had gone forth. So it's like, let's watch and see what this is about.
You know that if I were to be a musician, you wouldn't have gotten that anticipation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you were not.
Yeah.
And the criticism
I had the backlash
that emanated before even you started.
You have to record me. Write a song for me.
Spare me, don't. People starting their musicians, okay, I said that for men. Now we did that one. They watch it.
No, physically I was okay. Yeah. But say, right now, if you sing for 2 days, even the artists, they experience.
It was natural. Me, I expected it. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, not to say we never fought to that extent, but I knew there was going to be some stress.
So maybe it was the prayer or maybe the rehearsal before the whole thing started. I overstressed my.
That could also be a good reason. We're here to answer 30 straight questions. You can't skip any of the questions. You can't answer yes or no. You need to be elaborated.
30.
30 pair. And if you feel like the question is too hot, I can put it on ice for you.
You have ice.
And cool it down. Yes, it's here. Beautiful. And then you have to come back to it. And so if you're ready to play, you say, yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us about the most difficult phase in your life.
Woo! The most difficult phase in my life was when I was having my last girl and I passed out. I didn't know where exactly I was in life. So that was very difficult to decide when I was coming
out. You lost consciousness.
I didn't know where I was, honestly.
You woke up and then the baby was crying?
I woke up and the baby was brought to my side, but I could only hear my husband and my dad's voice. Yeah. That was
Medical explanation? Did they give you one?
It was an emergency CS. So I think maybe I don't know. I just passed out. Yeah, so my last girl was named after me because of that. She's Afua Asantewaa.
Afua Asantewaa.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the most difficult moment for me.
How did you come back? How did you find yourself?
I could hear Afua Asantewaa, that's my dad, and I could hear baby, we are here, you know.
Your baby definitely your husband.
So they were the two personalities there, yeah, and then I regained consciousness. So when I came, I said, wow, anything could have happened. Yeah.
That would have been...
That's it.
Wow.
I think that is sleep anyway.
Pass the LGBTQ into law in Ghana and become the most powerful woman ever.
Hey, I can't skip this one.
You can't.
Put it on ice.
Hey, man. Now tell me this, because here I know there's going to be a lot of Jews here. One crazy thing you've done for love will be...
Following my husband to Takwa. We were not even married then.
Your boyfriend?
Yeah, he's the same person.
I know.
Yeah.
So only your boyfriend then?
We parked in Accra, boarded commercial bus from Kanishi to Takrade. Slept and continued to Tapa. And we came back just like that.
Why?
The other one when they come.
Was it for tourist purposes?
You should go ask him. I don't know if it was a...
So what did you do in that?
Maybe it was a test for me.
There was no reason to go to Tava. Or was it for the travel experience?
It's strange, you know.
Oh, that's yeah.
Oh, yeah, I take credit to Takwa bus, no. What's in one way is...
With a lot of people, maybe for the experience of it. No, when I get him, I'll ask him this question.
Yeah, and okay, you said once.
Oh, but tell me the next one. I'm interested. Crazy thing in that for us.
Yeah, great. I think we were having some time. We didn't know it was a cemetery. Oh, not what you're thinking. We're having...
No, I know. It wasn't... The things that will lead to those things that you don't want to talk about. I get you. Oh, and then you went somewhere and you were... It
was a speech.
When you came to the realization, you ran...
Yeah, it was actually my area, and I think that's where they bury the chiefs and stuff like that. Not like a very big cemetery.
So it's become part of the community, that kind of stuff.
I didn't even know. And I said, I enjoyed the world, so...
You're not the bail. Anyone there? What is the strangest thing that has ever happened to you, aside you passing out? and coming back. It happened to you, but you feel like this is really straight.
Wow. Strange. My first child pregnancy. I was carrying her for months. I didn't know, but I was in heels going up and down like nothing happened.
You didn't know you were pregnant? Your menstruation?
I was okay. But I didn't even know whether it was coming or not. I was just living. Just working in here.
What month did you realize?
4 months, 2 weeks.
Before you realized you were pregnant?
I was very slim. Wow. And I was in heels. At that time, I was training some girls in pageantry. So I do wear heels walking up and down. I think that's one of the strangest things.
It does sound strange. I know extreme cases, pregnancy, it's called cryptic pregnancy.
Okay.
That
you don't
men will not know they are pregnant until labor kicks in.
Seriously. It's extremely strange.
That is extreme.
Yeah, but this one I didn't.
Before you realize you're having contractions and the baby.
I didn't know.
But 4 months for a first and 12 years.
That's why I wear 6 inches.
So your model.
Until me come back, I'm in the single ladies.
Oh, my single lady.
Yeah.
Oh, my. Now, what is that particular thing you know your husband loves you for?
Hey, Quophi.
Yes, darling. Thank you.
Wait.
No, he's crazy about you, but it's for that particular thing.
Is it my nose or my ears? He knows I'm a crazy girl.
Okay.
But he loves my nose. Either my nose or my ears. And also, I think he loves me for me.
Okay.
Yeah, just for me. Because me and you. And so,
okay. Your craziness, how daring you are. That drives him.
Yeah, I'm sure.
He loves you for who you are.
Yeah.
What's the craziest conversation you've overheard? It wasn't meant for you.
It wasn't meant for me, but I overheard.
But you overheard it. And you think it was really weird. Any such encounter?
Well, Quophi.
Yes, darling.
When I was at a question,
Me pacho, how do you GC?
The craziest thing.
You heard other people talk.
And I can't say no, yes?
You can put it on ice.
Ice.
But it's not every time that
I can put it on ice. Yes, okay.
It's on ice. Now, if you could make a rule for a day and everyone had to follow, what would that rule be?
No foreign music.
You're an advocate for Ghana music, right?
Yeah. No foreign music.
This is what should have been done a long time.
Because when you travel, you barely, like Cote d'Ivoire, when you are there, you hear one song from Bisaki, the rest is Ivorian music. But here, I know we are very hospitable, but just for a day, no foreign music.
One day, play only Ghanaian music.
Yeah.
We tried it for 1 month. There was a press conference.
They tried. But there were some places that were still...
It was all over. I know.
But that one day, no foreign music.
Afua Asantewaa said, play Ghana music. One day. But that is doable,
Yeah.
Just simple, easy. What gets you fired up to do whatever it is that you want to do? Is it the idea? Is it when you get the finance?
No, sometimes I don't even have the finance, but I get it done. I think what inspires me is my past.
Your past.
I always want to be better than my past. So that inspires me.
If I show up every time.
And then my family. Growing up, I always said to myself that my family needs to be a happy one. If we might not get it all, but anything to make us comfortable. And then our kids or my kids shouldn't go through what I went through. They should have a better version of me. Yeah.
Every parent's dream.
Yeah.
Basically.
So I have to get it done.
That's right. You're inspired by the environment, by experiences and everything. What's the worst thing you did as a kid?
Hey.
And got caught by your parents? Let me add some to the question.
Michael.
Worst thing you did as a kid and you got caught?
We were to go for excursion at Chimonta School. My mom says no. Then Labadi Beach came. And we had a provision shop at the entrance of where we lived, at Chimonta Hospital, Nurses Flat. So there was a back gate that takes you through education flats. Then you get to the Chimonta Hospital and then Pabam, you are gone.
Okay.
So the tap was not flowing and we all had to go down and use the tap downstairs. So I told my mom I'm going to
fetch water.
And I put my outfit in the bucket. And then I used the back gate
to the education
all the way to Labadi Beach with my senior high school mates. And then we spent all the money. We bought everything some. Now it's time to come home, no transport.
You don't have transportation.
And my friend who had money lived around Valley View area. So the last stop I could join, I have to join their trotro. And the trotro alighted me at Legon because they are going to Medina. And then I spoke with the taxi driver, said, I'm in Guinness flat.
At your water.
So I didn't have money. When I go to education flat, we say, what I'm doing to see me because this car. So I used the education flat through the back door again, and my mom was beautifully waiting for me. I got the keys. So I think the shout and all that were at the last corner, and then I don't know how the driver got. I don't know how he moved from education flat to nurses flat to even know that they are beating me here. And I say, oh, madam, now they are banukwe, you know if I don't cram in the That was it for me. After that period, I became Hajia. I was always indoors.
Yes, you're always taking one experience to actually just get you leveled.
And you know the lodge is around that area. There's a lodge.
There's a lodge?
Yes, there's a lodge at Achimota School.
Okay.
And it's directly opposite education flat. So you can imagine how scared I was. Around 11 p.m., 12 a.m.
That was the time you got back?
Yeah, and I was in SS2.
If you had the entire world's attention for 30 seconds, what great speech would you give? 30 seconds. The world is listening to you. Please look in the camera.
My great speech would be, they should all turn the cameras to Ghana. We have a lot to offer. And although I showed a little, I still have more in me. And so whatever they aspire to do, they should have Ghana at the back of their mind.
You did it. Nice and easy. Which celebrity couple in this country do you admire?
Hey, Quophi. Hey, can I? One.
Okay, two. I'm being lenient, you know.
Now, why are you the one interviewing me?
I don't know what
What's my idea?
Who's say?
Oh, no, why?
Mengang.
You know, it's not easy.
You want him?
No, do you know where I'm coming from? I'm coming from an angle where both couples are in the same industry. That's a tough one.
Very tough.
It's different when one is a banker and one is an entertainer. But when both of them are in the industry and they are still together, oh my goodness. You have no idea. We are following you people. It's you and your wife.
That's your answer?
Yes.
Final answer?
I should add another one.
Yeah, I mean, there are other celebrity couples who belong to the same industry. Oh, okay. I get what you say. So you can add another one. Feel free.
Can you help me?
I had the idea of putting you.
Oh, the eyes no so sound.
Oh, there be eyes in everything, Marco. But you answered, though.
I better answer.
Okay, I've answered.
Hey, I said, oh, that's all by Jimmy answer. No.
Weirdest question your husband has ever asked and what your response was? It's not a easy satisfied.
This is a beautiful show. Kind of like put you.
It makes you think. Yeah, I know, right?
This one.
It's weird. The question just came out of nowhere, and you also gave the perfect response. Are you tired? Should I get up?
No, there's no.
Now I'm not there.
Eyes no space me anymore.
There be this cannot. Okay, I can.
And I am called commercial break.
Unfortunately, I don't do commercial.
Okay, the question again.
One thing, question your husband asked you is weird, and you answered.
I've remembered one, but it's a bad thing. If I'm not able to answer, what happens?
Oh, nothing happens.
But I must.
But they are watching it. They know the rules of the game.
Honey,
You tell lie. You can lie to.
I can't lie to her. Yeah, send me some make okay. I foresee the future. Okay, fine. Let me just chip this in. I remember when I started the event, it was tough. So he was wondering how I was able to do it all. He supports, but sometimes I know he's human. And I know because being able to do all that, it's tiring. So he asked me, and I was like, I said, when I'm sending me, and I one it. Yeah.
You know me already.
Yeah, me.
I have my strength, and this is my strength.
Hey, Markov.
Yes.
This show is different. You see, like, the producer should have told me, like, I will learn Apple. Then right now.
I never know what I'm going to ask you to.
And how many?
We're doing 30. We've gone. Don't worry, we've gone. What is the worst song lyrics you've ever heard?
West. Like Ghana or
Worldwide.
No day. And I can.
You heard the song, you're like, what is this? The lyrics.
Bad in a bad way.
Worse. It's like, it's not the best to have done.
Well, there's a recent one. I really love the song, but when it got to a point, I was like, oh.
Which one would that be? John Jang.
Yes. You know, Black Sherry's latest song.
Okay.
Yeah, I really love the song. Shut up.
Okay.
But I'm very good at learning the song. So I remember I was listening to it, and I got to some point like, your mother song that I like, oh, Charlie. Really.
You shouldn't have said that.
Yeah. And I also remember I went for a program, and the kids loved his song, but some of the words in there were not kids friendly. And because I was present, they felt like I shouldn't have allowed the kids to, but we don't have control over what the kids listen to. So when this one also came, I said, so I ended, I think, 2 sentences before those words.
Before the cast.
Yeah, and I was like, this way too much.
Usually they'll put out a radio edit or, a family edit.
So there's nothing like that.
But this one is just...
The rules like that, yeah. So I was like, I love that song, but that was way too...
I've heard my son is a big fan of his, so he plays it loud in the house and some of the lyrics, and he's happily jamming and not thinking about what he's
saying. Yeah.
The mom has been worried. I've been worried a couple of times.
Yeah. So I remember even the sing-a-thon, we had a couple of songs when we are selecting. You know that this is a good song, but you get to a point and like, no, this is not good for the world to hear, like this a Ghanaian song. So
like the Ya song, that was the song he was just bouncing to, and
so the artist
radio edits, please, radio edit for the kids. How many Ghanaian celebrities would you say have proposed or made advances at you before and after sing-a-thon?
No one. It's an honest answer.
Straight and forward answer. I ask because you're married doesn't guarantee that.
Oh, no, not that.
Yeah.
No, but no. Hey, Afua
Asantewaa, is it wrong to be a second wife?
What's today's date? My goodness.
The same date that today.
Okay, so religiously, for some particular religion, is not a bad thing. The Muslims do it. But Christianity-wise, we don't do that. Yeah. So, but if you have the finances and your wives are co-friendly, why not?
Is David a Christian? Would you call him a Christian?
Not necessarily. I don't. Well, aside the religious factor, that's what I'm saying. If they are co-friendly and if they can live together as two wives and a husband, and the man can take care of them, why not?
Okay.
But if the first wife does not agree and doesn't want it, there could be understanding, and then you leave, and then whoever wants to come in will come in.
So you give
I think it's It's an open.
like an open version of polygamy.
It's how do I call it? An oath we had.
Okay.
And if you've gone to open it up,
And it differs from situation to situation.
and if you've been able to open it up to want to bring somebody else, that means the marriage is open now. So I can also chicken out, and then you do your own thing. If I want to stay too, I can decide to stay.
So you do not believe in second wife?
No, I don't. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. It depends on communication.
Communication. Apart from life is short, what other lines do you use before you make a bad decision?
You know, husband has something he used to say. Is either you drink deep or drink not.
Okay.
And I'm
So on there can I just in there. I just think
drink deep or drink not.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's either you go for it or you stay away from it.
Okay, so that is the next thing.
That's the next thing.
Okay, beautiful.
So you die once, but that aside,
Yeah, man, be man, no. If I'm going to and then
so either you go for it or you go not.
okay. That's a life lesson I'm going with. If you could have dinner with any politician, who would it be? I've seen you with the president. I've seen you with the bigwigs. Who would you choose to go to dinner with? Politician. Ghana.
Mama cry, do say na menim. As I think you to be the president.
Nana Akufo-Addo.
So would you all say politician, maybe whoever the president is.
Now, this one, I know your husband is here to confirm whether it's true or not. What is the loudest thing you screamed during labor?
Turn. I've not mentioned his name during labor before.
I didn't say his name, but something you said out loud when you were in labor.
Jesus?
Okay?
Jesus.
When the pain got worse.
Yeah, it was Jesus. Ramon and then granda. Sometimes and she don't have to.
Okay? But I've heard women scream. I've heard women say things.
Sometimes when you are pregnant,
You will be cussing whoever.
you are pregnant with the wrong people, then.
What the games with three
Hey, I'm trying to say that.
I've heard that before.
No, because yes, you push and no. If you don't, you kill the baby. So what time? Those they are wonderful people.
Or it's deliberate. They just decided that they were in short.
Especially when they know the person is there. They know they get it.
Okay, how close have you come to being scarred?
Oh, they're also close. I was scammed. I was scammed. I was my first ever Goa event. My crab flags from China, from a church member, head of Quophi.
Goa will be
7 years this year.
Yeah, but what is the full meaning?
Ghana Outstanding Women Award.
Yes.
And then we ordered for flags. The maiden edition, Quophi. It was my first ever national event. And I had a dream that there were a lot, my dream there, Kampa, if I dream about you, it works. I dreamt that there were a lot of people in the hall, but something was missing. And then we were wondering about, at the corner Magia, we are going. So I woke up and I said, honey, this is the dream I had. Said it means that the event will be successful. I said, but something was missing. We paid dollars to the gentleman to order plaques in China for us.
On the night, the plaques were not.
So the morning, we went back and forth. We went to his mother. We went to church. We did everything. The event day was due, and we had to start running helter-skelter in Kantamanto. I think we got to Accra Sports Stadium. We saw a plaque, like football for plaque, a shop.
You just needed something to give out.
I mean, and that night was beautiful. We had over 300 people attending the event, and there were no plaques. So you see the plaque design, but what we're giving to the winners were
different.
Yeah.
Did you get the guy after the event?
After he came to apologize, he got to a point, he said he's seen the effort that has gone into the event. He's seen the billboards, but we should keep adding more money, else he will release the plaques. And he released the plaques. Okay, so this was 2019, and it was, they engraved it 2018. He brought it 2019 that he's sorry.
And you accepted it?
Me, it's still there. Maybe we use it for an award. Wow. Yeah, we got him. That was terrible.
Sorry.
If we've tried, though, I keep saying this.
Sorry.
And thank you.
I was scammed.
I was scammed. Yes. Since then, I'm online at this opera. I'm so scared.
One day in your life will you never forget?
This is a very deep question. But it boils down to how it all started. The day I met my husband. Yeah.
Mr. Ndionu.
Yeah. I thought it was divine.
God bless his soul.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Every when I draw the lines, it still goes back to when I met him.
I don't know where Kashi. It's okay.
Oh, say me Quophi Okyeame na me share no. No, me reception or buy and was can we be friends? And then I was like, Okyeame was coming. But later we met at the chopper. And then it continued from there. And yeah, so I feel everything, I think it's divine. Even though sometimes we fight.
Abraham and Sarah cried, they were fighting. What are you talking about? They were disagreeing on things. When Sarah suggested that Abraham should go for Hagar,
But
do you think?
one day we will record our fight. Sometimes I read comments and they said when they only bring videos and they are happy. Can you imagine you and your wife, when you have the beef, they record it and then they
fire on the mountain.
They really to show.
Yeah. What will you do on the spot if you caught your husband with another woman?
I'll just leave.
What?
Yeah.
Asantewaa.
Yes.
Afua.
Yes. I'll leave, go and cry for an hour or two and move on.
You will call it quits?
Yes.
Why?
And so,
That's not ground.
Oh, I'll do you some, then we start afresh.
Do who some? Of what?
No, I always say that you can forgive someone, but the forgetting until you pay back, It's a natural thing.
Is it your body?
It's not my body, but you are mine. I'm yours. We decided to be each other's. You decided to.
So on the underline that, yes.
And so wait, let me also do the same mistake. Then we all start afresh.
You know what the difference is?
What is the difference?
When you get pregnant, who will you bring?
No.
That's the difference between a man and a woman.
Well, I know, but it that would be very painful. But it's a new one in that time. But when you get
airtime.
yeah, so I mean, you need to walk.
You rightly said you're a Christian, but man, Christianity gives you that little room. Instead that even that you can forgive and continue.
But I will do you some.
And you think it will serve the purpose?
We'll start afresh.
So,
if we want to. Well, if you catch your partner, what will you do? Hey, I said, when Amanda knows.
On this set, I asked the question. Please do your own 50 questions. I will come. Okay.
Oh, but on a lighter note, I'll go and cry, but I'll need some space and time, and then I'll come for him again. But
so first card is always the deepest.
But more revenge with it.
Revenge, I mean, so. But when you do that, you know it's against your body. It's not against them.
I say, now your body, you're because of it, so not action.
To everybody, in this 21st century, will you advise your son or your daughter to have sex before marriage?
Hey, who starts this question? I need to meet that.
I don't know. Kids pregnant very well.
Okay, hey, when is that question?
They're very rosy.
Oh, aha.
Get it and be fine, girl. Well.
The Bible says, one sorry, so now Kona said it, yeah. Oh.
What?
Don't want man seeing and dancing, yeah. I know you so called camera.
I won't say, well,
I don't know, so we are on to me go at you. And to say, you know, but if you are out to me, and what's the going to fetch it? That's why God is good. So, Kasha, with protection.
Okay. You are allowed?
If you are sure. And also one year, so we saw Kasha, Yana. I call something. You see, Quophi? Yeah, I think I will allow. But I think at that age, first of all, the child has a decision to make.
Yeah.
And I just have to advise.
Yeah.
Yeah, just make sure you protect yourself and all that. Because it's better than she or he going into the marriage and seeing the worst and bringing the burden back home.
Yeah.
You won't the money.
What?
Quophi. Number saying.
You have answered well. I can't know every. The better ask question is this, yeah. Now, how long have you gone without talking to your husband after a fight or misunderstanding? You see my position. Look at my posture. I have experience in that. Okay. So you talk to.
I think 3 days. Or is it 4 days?
Silent treatment.
I am not impossible.
But you'll be hurting inside.
Yes, because we are very close, and sometimes when I drive out, I'll just be tearing out because I miss him, but I just don't feel like talking to him. Yeah, sometimes it's painful.
Yeah, everybody and how they deal with pain. I can go a month you.
Yeah. Yours is too much. A month.
Me.
Do you travel? Even that.
We did. And you ask me the most important things, you'll be like,
No, but he will not even, he will just be making things worse for you. When you are busy, you know what I mean? That is when he wants to even come around.
yeah.
And come on, no cry, no the tea.
Breakfast and bed.
I
I know. Your questions are nice, and then
But that's
I've asked you. You see, you want to change my rules. What is the craziest conversation you have overheard? If there's none, you can say there's none.
It's very sensitive.
So you don't want to discuss it?
But what do I have to do if I don't answer?
Nothing really.
I don't like eavesdropping, but the one I had was very sensitive.
Yeah.
It was a Akramo washroom.
Okay.
Next question, Akramo.
Ne koswa na say.
I mean, coming out to see who they are, and you know.
And they saw you when you got out.
Yes,
So this is two female.
Yeah.
Lesbian.
And come on, no mood.
And there was an argument.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Pass LGBTQ into law and become the most powerful person in the world. Would you do it? Dosenia wutia Bebelusa Wodiensisa Mepelusa. Thank you very much. Afua Asantewaa Sing. That's my fault. I'll give you 98. You made it very interesting. We'll see. I don't made it very we didn't get about that.
Oh, but this is a beautiful show. Let me just acknowledge.
Thank you, darling.
It's so unique.
Yeah.
It got me thinking about it.
You're feeling my heat. It is what it is. Thank you so much. You've answered it beautifully. And I know people are going to love your answers.
And you'll be my PR.
No. When my kaka will go defend, don't worry. I was Afua Asantewaa Sing. I mean, my name is Quophi Okyeame. Thanks for being part of this edition of 30 Questions. Have yourself a blast until the next one.